in my pants. Don't worry, my dear, there is nothing to fear. Just a stitch and a sew, soon it's almost as new. And the cut will adhere after all. You have to admit it is not as severe. Oh, I have needle and stitch right here. Take care or you'll end up scarred, my dear. I can't stand to watch children bleed. Well, don't give me that kind of look now. Just keep going on, soon you will see how everything will end well, though it still may depend on your skill. I catered for these circumstances, and hands carry needle and stitch in my pants. But yet needle and thread can bear dangers instead. If you're clumsy and plump and all fingers and thumbs, it might just turn out bad, especially when it comes to delicate operations like that. Oh, I have needle and stitch right here. Take care or you'll end up scarred, my dear. I can't stand to watch children bleed. I guess I should revise my statement. The wound is not going to heal. Forget about all that I said and work harder on your stitching skill. I catered for these circumstances, and hands carry needle and stitch in my pants. Now you pay the bill for your lack of skill, and please do stop crying and mourning and sighing. Don't weep like a whelp that is painfully dying. I merely was trying to help. Oh, I have needle and stitch right here. Take care or you'll end up scarred, my dear. I can't stand to watch children bleed.
Hello, dear friends of adventure games. The spyware we installed on your computers tells me that many children are sitting at their screens again tonight. That's why I'll refrain from telling you the story that I had actually prepared for you. Of course, that's a real shame. It would have been such a good story.
Entertaining explosions, a giant robotic opossum,
but also with many offensive expressions and an inordinate amount of excessive violence. The story that I'll tell you instead has a slightly different flavor. It's about Lily, the most virtuous child in the entire world. And it begins in the courtyard of a small, sleepy convent school.
Not too far from the place where the giant robotic opossum is sucking the brains of innocent bystanders out through their eye sockets.
But enough of that. It's a beautiful sunny day, and Lily is raking the leaves in the yard with a cheery tune on her lips.
La la la, la la la.
Lily, how many times do I have to tell you not to sing while working? You know very well that I hate the sound of cheerful children. These children are driving me crazy.
Oh, there you are. Is that Mulek making you rake leaves again?
Uh-huh.
How boring. And so unnecessary, too. The leaves all drift back onto the path anyway. You should just come with me instead. I'm on a treasure hunt right now, you know? Well, it's your decision. You can always come to the swing tree later when you're done here. I think I found something in the flower beds over there. Until then, see ya!
What's that noise outside? It's unbearable! Lily, now I've had it up to here! I guess I overestimated you once again. You're not even fit to rake leaves. It doesn't matter. I have 2 new tasks for you. The flower beds in the backyard have to be dug up again. Can you manage that?
Uh-huh.
I doubt it, but we'll see. And while you're in the backyard, the swing tree is infested by termites. Come up with something to get rid of them for good. So, one more time for the really clueless. First, dig up the flower beds. Second, get rid of the termites infesting swing tree. You'll be very sorry if you don't do a good job.
Digested grass, rat, pigeon. Lily assumed these cans were meant for the cafeteria. The idea was good. Lily knew that this device was called an air hammer, but she didn't know why anyone would want to hammer air. The hose should only be used with the lawn sprinkler. Lily wasn't even allowed to drink from it, no matter how thirsty she was. Too bad. Too bad. Lily didn't have... Too...
Hey, get lost! Go find another place to play.
How sweet. Apparently, Freeman was worried about Lily. Lily had started a poem about rake prongs, but she couldn't find anything that rhymed with children's skin. Even if Mother Superior had no faith in her, Lily knew how to use a garden hose. And definitely not like that. The narrator was slowly losing interest in coming up with motives for Lily's actions. The truth of the matter was, no one knew what she was doing and why.
No thanks. I can do it myself.
Lily was supposed to dig up the flower bed. If she found a treasure in the process, no one could hold that against her, right?
Don't bother, Lily. We'll never dig up the treasure without a shovel.
The yard waste was rotting away leisurely in the composting bin. A paradise for maggots and spiders. Lily couldn't stop watching the fascinating activity in there. It was too bad for the compost. It was hopeless. The tire swing was hanging so far away and seemed so unreachable that Lily thought she could almost see her popularity outlined behind it. The tire swing was dangling invitingly above the chasm from a termite-eaten branch. Lily would have loved to have played on the completely harmless tire swing. That's why she immediately climbed on the termite-infested tree.
At least she would have done that.
But apparently she preferred the risk of getting into deep trouble as soon as the players signed off.
Don't bother, Lily. We'll
Lily didn't have to play with the bush. She had lots of other friends. Edna and, oh well, mainly Edna. It was still a mystery what the hose could be used for. Where could the hose lead to? The cellar door could only be opened with the correct key. Lily wasn't allowed into the convent until the gardening had been done. Hopefully it wouldn't start hailing again.
Oh, Lily. I thought somebody was there. Don't bug me. I'm busy. Don't you have anything to do? Isn't there something you're supposed to be doing for Mother Superior? I knew it. You're such a loser for getting constantly stuck with those jobs. What is it this time? Do you have to alphabetically sort the compost again? Or remove the hair from her back? Let me guess. You have to dig up the flower beds, right? Well, good luck. That's gonna take forever with your little girly hands. But don't think I'll lend you a shovel when I get into the cellar. That is, unless you do want to help me get the key from the bottom of the well. That's what I thought. Because it's forbidden, right? Oh man, Lily. You're so straight, it's a miracle anyone can tell you apart from the trees. Don't tell me. You're supposed to get rid of the termites on the swing tree, right? Well, good luck. The swing tree's made of sweet licorice, and termites are known for going crazy over candy. You'll never manage it. Didn't I tell you to leave me alone? I'm trying to concentrate, okay? Something is down there in the well. I can see something sparkling. Oh man, I hope it's the key to the cellar. That would be so gumbo. Really, Lily, stop talking so much. Unless, of course, you have an idea how I can get the cellar key. Just think of all the things I could do with it. I hear that awesome stuff is stored down there. Not just junk like shovels and brushes and all that. I'm talking about real treasures. Let me guess. You don't know what gumbo is, right? Oh, Lily, you're just hopelessly square. Guys as cool as me say that's totally gumbo. Or, that gumbos. But you're just lame, totally ungumbo. You can blab as much as you want, My complete attention is focused on the cellar key at the bottom of the well. I hear that awesome stuff is stored down there. Is this gonna be another one of your lectures about law and order at the convent? I'm so interested. We're not allowed in the cellar. Jeez, Lily, you're like a broken record. We can't do this. We can't do that. Don't drink motor oil. Don't play with the electrical sockets. Really know how to spoil all the fun. No wonder no one likes you. What now? Can't you see I'm busy with the well? Or did your oh-so-great Mother Superior forbid that too? Oh yeah? That just proves how absurd adults' rules are. What, you're still here? Don't creep around like that. I almost fell in the well from fright. Oh, how cute. Are you worried about me now, or what? Don't worry, I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna climb down into the well. But not because Mother Superior has forbidden it, just because it really is too dangerous. Although... What? I know that Mother Superior doesn't want us climbing into the well. Why don't you tell someone who cares? On the contrary, that's almost an incentive. I'd do almost anything to avoid becoming such a conformist little robot like you. I said get lost. It's none of your business what I'm doing here. I said get lost. It's none of your business what I'm doing here.
The idea was good, but Lily's arms... The idea was good.
Hey, get lost. Go find another place to play.
How sweet. Apparently, Freeman was worried about Lily.
Hey, get lost. Go find another place to play.
How sweet. Apparently, maybe... Even if Mother Superior had no... Lily knew, and definitely not. Lily liked bees. Their buzzing was so sweet, and they were always so busy collecting honey. And if you look closely, you could even see their stingers twinkle cheerfully in the sunlight. When Lily returned to the well, Freeman was gone.
Lily, help!
Lily heard strange noises from the bottom of the well. But she was a good little girl, and she knew she wasn't supposed to play near the well. Just like Freeman, she had eaten. Where could he be? The hose should only be used with the... Lily wasn't no matter. It was still a mystery what the hose could... Lily didn't have to... She had Edna... Oh well. Too bad. The faucet was dry. Lily was where could the... What a surprise. The hose led to, thing.
off immediately. But did I not tell you exactly what you should be doing? I just can't believe you keep finding new ways to disappoint me.
Lily didn't understand what she had done. Freeman was a little grumpy, sure, but he looked so funny with those red dots and yellow honey stains. There was no way this could last long.
Lily, thanks a lot for your great help. You really did a fantastic job. If I can ever help you... Oh, you want the cellar key, but of course not. What in the world are you thinking? You're the one who got me to go into the well. It's your fault that I fell in. But instead of helping me get out, you throw a beehive on my head and nearly drown me. Look at me. I'm wet, covered in bee stings, and smeared from head to toe with honey. I know everyone thinks you're sweet and harmless, but you're actually a walking disaster. You can definitely forget about the key. You keep away from me.
Lily thought about collecting, but then she remembered her recent school. She needed a...
Am I not covered with you? You want to touch it up? Oh, man.
Lily had been distracted for a moment, but apparently Freeman didn't even want her things, probably in case she would need them later. He was such a dear friend. The termites responded very excitedly to the honey. To lure them away, Lily just had to find a good spot to spread it on. Lily would have liked to show the tree all of her great things, but it didn't even want to hear her. Oh well, Lily was used to it. The compost bin was the ideal place Lily started. So far, the plan had worked well. Maybe a little too well. The termites were now following Lily's spilled honey back into the courtyard.
No, don't! Get away!
Strange sounds were drifting towards her from over there. It was probably the termites celebrating their new home. Freeman had now left for good, but at least the termites had found a new home on the bench. And as if that weren't reason enough to be happy, they had been joined by one of those funny gnomes that Lily sometimes saw around. It looked like the termites had found a new home. And one of the gnomes that Lily saw now and then was in the process of painting it in various colors. Too bad that Freeman was no longer here. He would probably have liked it too. Mother Superior had strictly forbidden the children from playing in the cellar. On the other hand, Lily had a task to finish. A shovel! That's exactly what Lily needed. Digested grass. Lily got along great with Doris, the lunch lady. That's why she knew Doris would start throwing knives if anyone messed up her pantry. Lily knew that this device was called a cheat. The stove was black and empty, just like the mirror that always appeared in Lily's dreams. Edna was Lily's best friend. She always knew how to cheer up Lily. For example, by sabotaging the brakes on the mailman's bicycle.
Great! I'm sure this will get us right through the ground to our treasure. What's the matter? What are you waiting for? Don't you know how to use it? Don't worry. We'll find something else. Hey, Lily, did you finally get out of doing your stupid raking chore? Very good. Then you finally got time to go treasure hunting with me? What? Did you get even more chores to do? That's so unfair. But maybe we can still find a way for you to help me. That would be cool. I'm sure you're dying to know how the treasure hunting's going, right? Well, to be honest, not so great. The ground is just too hard. I doubt I'll be able to find anything here without a shovel. But I already have lots of cool dirt under my fingernails, and I even swallowed a slug by accident. A small consolation from Mother Nature. What do you have to do for Mother Superior now? Don't tell me you have to scrape off her warts with a pumice stone again. I'm still finding crumbs in our bunk from last time. Wait, Lily. This is an especially hard spot. Oh, what a drag. This is ruining all my calluses. And it took me so long to nurture them. These flower beds could really use some digging. Don't tell me that's exactly what Mother Superior ordered you to do. But that's fabulous. Then you'll be able to help me dig up the treasure after all. You don't even have a choice. You've been kind of told to by the Lord. All we still need is a shovel. The shovel, Lily. We'll never dig up the treasure without a shovel. I don't know where we can find a shovel either. I'd imagine they're kept in the cellar. Now we just need to find a way to get down into the cellar. You can't walk through walls by any chance, can you? We really have to teach you how to do that one of these days. But first you should concentrate on the shovel. It has top priority. She told you to get rid of the termites on the swing tree, right? It was just a question of time. Does she even realize how hard it was to collect them all? I even broke into the firefighters museum to get the large red ones. And then all the trouble I went to teaching them tricks. They can already do a polonaise if you lay a trail of jelly. I wanted to teach them the cha-cha next. What the hell? Maybe you can relocate them instead of blasting them out or whatever else it was you had planned. I'd even help you, but I've run out of jelly. Are you still worried about the termites? I'd really love to help you, but unfortunately, I don't have any more jelly to lure the little darlings someplace else. But when we've found the treasure, we can buy ourselves a whole jelly factory, or even better, a honey farm. I think honey is much cooler than jelly anyway. It sticks to the... And if we had a honey farm, maybe there's still a chance for my project. Peepholes for the Great Wall of China, after all. Yay! You found a shovel! Oh, Lily, you're the best! Let's not waste any time and dig up the treasure.
And Edna and Lily began digging out what they thought was a treasure chest.
That's quite a treasure chest. It looks like it might have belonged to some space pirates once. So what? They were space pirates from World War II. Who cares? What's more important is that they left us their treasure. Come on, let's open it. I'm so excited.
A real treasure chest. It was hard to tell, but Lily was actually speechless.
That's not gonna work. Once again, More proof that the bad reputation raw violence has is completely undeserved. Here, we certainly won't get far without it. Great! Now the device should have enough oomph to open the treasure chest. What's the matter? What are you waiting for? Don't you know how to use it? Don't worry. We'll find something else. Once again, here. Yippee! You did it! And what's that supposed to be? Those space pirates must have led a pretty miserable life if this was their most precious treasure. Well, at least we have a fabulous chest, and I already have an idea what we can do with it. We'll bury our own treasure. Do you have anything on you? Some wool from embroidery class? Wow, that's perfect! Our friendship ribbon, the string that ties us both together, so to speak. Come on, put it in there. Now we just have to bury the chest again and...
Lily! Where did that brat disappear to now? Lily!
That's Mother Superior. What does she want now? We should check before she explodes. You have to be careful, you know?
That took much too long for my liking. Is everyone finally here?
Freeman is missing, Mother Superior.
Say nothing more! Your lack of discipline has reached a level that I can no longer tolerate. From now on, all games on the convent grounds are forbidden. And until further notice, there will be no more dessert, and bedtime will be moved up by an hour. And in case you're wondering, it is the bad behavior of one specific student that has led me to take these measures. In my helplessness, I even decided to call on an expert for help. He's a renowned psychologist who will restore discipline and order here in the convent. The examination will take place this evening. The doctor will drive the mischief out of you once and for all. And I can guarantee this much. It won't be a pleasant experience.
A psychological examination? Oh, Lily, I'm sure this is all about me. I desperately need a plan. Meet me near the beds. I'll need your help.
You have the rest of the day off to think about what you've done wrong. I'd better not hear that you've used the time to create more mischief. And, Lily, I'm expecting you in my office. Now! I'm very disappointed in you, Lily. Can you ever do anything right? Not another word. Your constant excuses just make me even angrier. And now just don't stand around like an idiot. Well, get a move on. Feed the cat. Can't you see how emaciated Lumpy has gotten again? Oh, stupid child! Stop dawdling. Feed the cat. Is that really so hard to understand? Feed the cat.
Lumpy's bowl was nicely decorated. Life as Mother Superior's pet was probably wonderful and fulfilling. Lily didn't think that Lumpy would eat it. Lumpy was hungry, or he was tired, or bored. It was always hard to tell with him.
Woohoo!
Stop! What on earth are you doing? Bad, Lily. Very, very bad. You should really know that Lumpy doesn't eat regular cat food. But you've disappointed me for the last time. Here's the recipe for the right cat food. Bring it to Doris, the lunch lady. It contains exact instructions for preparing Lumpy's food. Doris can also find my lunch order for today on there too. Do you understand?
Uh-huh.
And now, get out. I have to prepare for Dr. Marcel's arrival. I'm hoping that his new method of correcting character flaws will save me this kind of trouble in the future.
Lily felt miserable. Maybe Mother Superior was right, and this character correction would make everything better. The thought made Lily shudder. She had heard stories about Dr. Marcel. Dreadful stories. She should tell Edna the news.
Dr. Marcel, you say? This confirms my worst suspicions. The doctor and I still have an old score to settle. I'm sure he's coming because of me. Lily, I can't stay here any longer. I'm going to leave the convent and go into hiding for a while. There's just one catch. That guy Garrett, who's constantly lurking around. I think he's spying on us for Mother Superior. So long as he keeps poking his nose into everything, I can't move freely. Do you think you can find a way to keep him off me for a while?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Lily, you're such a gem. What would I do without you?